If you like the content, make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
This for my niggas. My niggas. No.
Real shit, only fuck with them niggas I'm still with. I still with. If I'm in a fix, they bout some trill shit. For my rounds, I'll peel shit. Divide expense to get a meal ticket. With that attitude like we'll get it. Still busy, still with it. Looking over haters like they lil midgets. Nausea hopping around the night, camouflage like lil crickets. I got a problem with me having just a lil digits. From the city where niggas lie and kill and steal for riches. And I done been around and even met some trill bitches. Broads harder than these niggas real snitches. I never tell on the soul, that's cold, the real sickness. Love run deep, I won't speak with God as my witness. I never mix with fake niggas because it's bad for business. And when I eat off my plate, I eat off clean dishes. That's why I'm testing my fate, about to get on my mission. It's real over here, daddy, so won't you take a listen. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, my ride or die, my all the way down, nigga. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, my ride or die, my all the way down, nigga. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, my ride or die, my all the way down, nigga. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, you heard me?
Big ups to the fam. Shouts out to the team. Welcome to the Rounds Podcast. If it's your first time rocking with us, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. If you've been rocking with us, you already know what it is. It's 4 rounds, mainstream news, pop culture, a little bit of family business. I'm your host, Benjamin S. As always, got my cousin with me, Ren, a.k.a. Woden. Hedge back at the ENT. Shouts out to Caveman. What's good, fellas?
What's good with it, baby? Happy Monday to you.
Right back at you. Hey, give me a little juice. Caveman say he here in spirit. He already in the comments. He might be able to pop in a little later. He tied up at the jail.
Am I coming in loud and clear?
Little more juice. Give me a little more juice.
Counseling sessions,
Tell me where I'm at. I'm rocking right. I'm rocking right. Or
now you're cooking. Now you're cooking.
Not all right.
Cuz you see he in one of them phantom sessions, huh?
Counseling them rockheads and shit.
Bro. Say
hey, man.
Bro.
What's up?
Ooh, shit.
Nigga, one
How
of
y'all
them?
feeling today, brothers?
I'm feeling fucked up, my brother.
Oh, shit.
I think I'm going to go ahead on and retire, bro.
Oh, what's wrong, babe?
Whew. So I get up and I go to the gym like I do every day, right? And this particular day, I didn't feel like really doing no muscle man shit. I want to just kind of, I'm going to do a little walk on a treadmill, maybe get some rolls in or something. And then I heard that fucking orange ball bouncing, right? And I looked and the motherfuckers was in there. They had 7 people. I say, shit. They missing one. I walk my stupid ass in the goddamn gym.
Nigga done crossed you up, huh?
Oh, no. Listen, I'm still there. Boy, but I'm hurting like a motherfucker, bro. I'm talking about, I ain't feel these. I forgot I had muscles at the bottom of my feet.
What the age range was you was getting down with?
Well, they had a few 30-somethings. They had 140-something, which is me. And then there was a bunch of 20-somethings.
That's the problem. We already know.
Yeah.
That's the problem now, dog. Because I feel like brothers our age, you'll be all right.
Yeah, I get them. I ain't tripping on them. They ain't doing shit.
Yeah, it's them youngsters that make you feel the muscles you ain't felt in a minute, my boy.
Well, It had a dude. He was 28 years old, but this motherfucker was 6'9". Goody, by the good 260,
Had dog
elbows
already.
sharp on the mother.
Look, I already know. Dog, it's always the young one. He built a little different. And in
Oh
this
man,
case, like you say, he's
came
6'9".
came moving, bro.
He got the 7-something
Come.
wingspan. Yeah, dog. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I learned my lesson, bro. Certain things I got to stray away from, bro, and I'm man enough to say it. You know, I'm done.
Well, say, dog, look, just save it for when you get around the older brothers. You heard me?
Oh
That's
no,
all.
bro. All I can do is coach from now on, bro.
It says official.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's official.
you gotta look for the senior circuit, baby, with them young bucks.
No, well, see, but that don't look too good either because I still got the vigor of a young man. So against old people, they like, come on, man, why don't you relax, bro? We got to go to work in the morning.
Yeah,
You know, I mean, I only got one or two good games. Like, what I'm saying, we playing, playing. I play two little good games of hustle, and then just kind of hang around. But I ain't really giving it everything into the game. You know, so
Nah, dog, look, I've been learning my lesson,
tired.
baby. I'm
top
only
four,
playing with certain people. Yeah,
top four,
dog. Yes, it's the top 4 villains that are not really villains. You know what I'm saying?
right?
Uh, this come off your list.
Uh huh.
Uh, Caveman not here. He didn't already put his list in the chat. You feel me? So I'm gonna read his list off, and y'all can tell me what you think. But we got Robin Hood, Thanos, Dexter, and Beast from Beauty and the Beast.
Well,
Now one
Dexter
of
is
them is
killing
on
people. Dexter is
my
killing people.
list.
Dexter is killing people.
One of them is on my list. Dexter is actually
Now I had Dexter
on
on
my
my list
list.
too. Yeah,
You had Dexter on your list too?
Yeah, because
both of us seem like
he,
yeah.
he killing people, but he killing motherfuckers who
Well,
the police
he
can catch.
killing criminals and shit. Yeah,
You okay? Now the word criminal. Robin Hood is on his list. Robin Hood is considered a criminal because he's robbing people. He's committing crimes,
right.
even though
Villain
he
who
may
not
be
really a
giving it to the but he's stealing, taking things. Dexter's
villain.
killing people.
Yeah, hey, bro, like
Everybody
all
that's
So ain't you just like them? You killing killers? Y'all just killing motherfuckers.
well, all
in the
like
United States
all
justice
heroes don't have
system
the
work.
same code, right? You know what I'm
If
saying?
you
Vigilante justice.
kill a motherfucker and do
Vigilante.
the debt, and somebody got to pull the switch. So technically, they killing you. So
How did this motherfucker talking about he won again? Ain't nobody get a fucking list.
Yeah, well, that how a kid man be rocking, bro. You know what I'm saying? Uh, for my list, dog, and like I said, I had Dexter on the list. We could omit him, but first off, I'm going with the Kingslayer, Jaime Lannister from Game of Thrones. You feel me?
Okay.
Villain, but not really a villain. You know what I'm saying? Even when he killed the quote unquote Mad King, he did it because Mad King was killing buku motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? So I got the bad rap, but for a good reason. And then you seen how the shit played out. I got Killmonger on that. You feel
Oh,
me?
you killing me, bro. God
Feel
damn.
like he just alternative thinker. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Is he
feel
is he an alternative thinker or he he's thinking correct?
well, I say alternative because it's not what everybody else is kind of on. Like Black Panther would kind of be on what society deems correct. Killmonger more for his people. For something that's kind of alternative thinking. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? So I just labeled
everybody's
it
not
like that.
everybody's not in Black Panther's position to say that's correct. Black Panther got the vibranium and he got the money and all of this shit. How the fuck you gonna have that? You know, like everybody can't have that mindset. You ain't got
Right,
them resources.
right. Uh, my last two, bruh, I got, and I know this one's gonna be controversial. I got Walter White from Breaking Bad. You feel me? Old Heisenberg. You feel me?
Man, just trying to make a living. Go ahead.
And last we going with Magneto. You heard me?
I'm with you.
Like So yeah,
Man
that's
trying to
my
survive.
list.
Man trying to take care of his people. What we
That's
talking about?
it, bro. And I'm not letting you murder us like that again.
Right.
All right, so far that off my list, y'all know I ain't the quote unquote movie buff. So I had them. I'ma still roll with him. I had Killmonger. I ain't omitting him. Um, who else I had? I had the Joker from the Dark Knight. You know what I'm saying? Did him as a villain, but I was actually feeling the Joker in the movie. You heard me?
Uh-huh.
And this last one from real life. Uh, now I highly consider him a villain, but society painted him as a villain.
Hmm.
Malcolm X.
Okay.
Prof. All right.
Okay.
Or,
That's your
or tried to paint him
that's
as
your
the
last
villain.
one. Okay, so you got Killmonger,
Yeah, that's
Malcolm
me.
X, you got
The Joker
Joker,
And Dexter.
and
and Dexter.
Dexter.
All right, I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna take it a little. I'm gonna go the alternative route, like Goody said. I'm gonna go in Greek mythology. We're gonna start with Medusa, right? Medusa was looked at as a beast, and because of her abilities to stone, turn people into stone when you watch them or whatever, which was basically she was a pretty woman, and what I'm saying, motherfuckers couldn't stop looking at her. That's basically what it was. But she was just defending herself against people coming to rob her and kill her. Right?
Prof.
She wasn't out doing nothing. They went to her place. Uh, I'm gonna go with King Kong, another one, captured. Right? He's the big black beast, swinging and tearing New York up. But they should have left him where the fuck he was. Right? Uh, Same thing with Jaws. Right? He eating people. He eating people. Where at the park? Is he eating people at church? Is he eating people at school?
Prof.
No, bitch. He eating people at his kitchen table.
That
Stay
nigga
the,
done damn near ran to that man house and shit, huh?
come on, man. Stay the fuck out my kitchen, bitch.
He was basically being a show.
Yeah, I mean, doing shark shit. You know how sharks. Yeah. Uh, Also, man, I'm gonna have to go with. Uh, have you ever seen the movie called Legends of the Fall?
No.
All right.
Whenever you start with "Have you ever seen?" My answer probably be
Well, man, well, that kind of make it hard. Well, I'm gonna tell you kind of what the movie plot was, right? It was in the 1800s, like late 1800s, after but right before, right around Reconstruction. Anyway, this was out west in Wyoming, Montana, whatever. Brad Pitt was the star of it, right? And it also had what's the old motherfucker played Silence of the Lambs? What's his name?
I don't know his name, but I'm looking at Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins was his daddy, and he had two other brothers, right? Older Brad Pitt was the middle son. Anyway, they lived out in Indian territory, and Brad Pitt was raised by Indians, niggas. But they all went to war together, and then the little brother got killed. Before they went to war, the little brother brought a girl home. She was pretty, and ain't too many girls around there, right? So they all three of them looking at her, but they go to war. Little brother get killed. The girl was stayed there. Brad Pitt came back with his, uh, with his flag and say, how sorry he was, and through all of the hugging and the snotting and shit, they wound up fucking in the barn. You know how that go. It was a setup.
Nigga hugging and snotting.
So from then they was kind of together, and then the older brother and him kind of had a big thing because he said he been wanted. It was one of them, kind of things. And Brad Pitt was he was, I guess, considered the villain in the movie, but I don't know. It's a big misunderstanding for all I see.
Well, Caveman said, great movie, Hatch.
Absolutely. Oh no, Beetlejuice was a fucking villain. Beetlejuice, Beetlegeist. If you look him up, Beetlejuice, right? Yeah, that's something. Fuck yeah, that's a devil.
But yeah,
Yeah.
y'all know my movie
Hey,
Rolodex don't go as deep as y'all. So shit, I y'all.
hey, Damien, how you doing, baby?
Yeah, shouts out to Damien. You hear me? Well, it's good, dog. Good top fours. Caveman lost again, you know what I'm saying? And we ain't even got to hit a dumb shit about he won. So that's a plus. And we ain't got to put it on the screen in the comments. So, all in all, good top four, fellas. Yeah, dig. And we going to get this shit popping.
Let go.
Spoil the homecoming of the Hornets. 26-12 is the final score. Oh, little heated exchange there in midfield between Coach Prime and Coach Eddie Robinson Jr.
Now, we're going to have a couple, I guess, sportsman-like questions throughout this show, but for sure. But cuz you had kind of put me on this one, bro, because I didn't know about it at the time. And I know y'all done heard the interviews since. What's y'all thoughts on this? Bad sportsmanship, overreaction, a whole lot of nothing. Talk black to me.
I'm not gonna put it in either of those categories. You know what I'm saying?
I am.
I'm not gonna say it's bad sportsmanship. Since Junior, Eddie Robinson Jr.'s explanation, he basically felt disrespect. Not so much with the trash talking that Dion was doing throughout the week, but because players warm up line and things of that nature, and he didn't game. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, you know how you feeling when you done shit. So I think all of that kind of spilled over. But the real is because you know I feel like we trying to put a on the sweat. You know what I'm saying? And you know things like that give others negative spin on it. But we done seen
Man,
this happen in the NFL. We done seen it happen. I just wish they could have handled it a bit different. I don't like Eddie Wright. Dion ain't swag. You know what I'm saying? Because what is swag? Like that's us. You know what I'm saying? And to say that he not swag, that kind of implies that really representing the conference. And I would strongly disagree with that. He's bringing a major spotlight and focus to the conference. I think he's listening more shine. So he definitely swag. Don't like it, but I think it's a whole lot of nothing because at the end of the day, that's sports and that's beast.
What you say, at?
I say I love the Robinson family. I love Eddie Robinson Sr. Did a great job in Grambling, changed that community.
Cuzzo, Pete the chat.
They definitely uh, have a strong legacy in not just the Southwestern Conference, uh, but in college football. Period. You know what I'm saying? Um, and with that said, he a whole bitch out here hating on Dion straight up. You know what I'm saying? Like you talking about he disrespected the team and you and all of this other shit. Mr. Robinson, sir. Uh, every team, right, has ways of getting their point across before and after the game. We talking about competition. You know what I'm saying? Everything is every if it was just if it was just him that Dion walked around and did a lap, then I'll be like, well, yeah. But if it was just him, but Dion, like if they never did that for nobody else, you know what I'm saying? I've been watching Dion a long time, and as far as I know, Dion Sanders was a talker, a chirper, before, after the game, during the game. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the game, the post show, the pre show, That's just the you know what I'm saying, the way he communicated. Number one. Number two, you solidified you a hater when you came with the remarks of he ain't swag. You know what I'm saying? Because you basically talking about lineage. He didn't come from a Southwestern Athletic Conference college, meaning he didn't play there. So you you're mad that somebody that didn't play in the SWAC has now come to the SWAC and is putting
Got all
them
the
on a
attention.
bigger pedestal and is outshining the guys that used to be there, that has been there and has not done as much as he's done in this small period of time. They waiting for him to go to Auburn. They're waiting for him to go to fucking somewhere else and get out of the SWAC because they're back in 1965 and he's trying to take the SWAC to the motherfucking uh, the new age. He's
The
trying
new
to make them
millennium.
compete.
And say, dog, like when I saw the shit, like it was funny kind of to me, cause I can understand. At the end of the day, you ain't got to give me the hug, bro. We could shake it up. I don't want the hug. I stopped you from giving me the hug. Now
But
the
let me ask you this though.
explanation to me was kind
Good,
of
good.
bullshit.
Your
What's up?
your 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 coach did it right with the with the Detroit coach back in the day, right?
Oh, hardball.
Harbaugh
Yeah,
did it
so
right.
yeah, him and your
Okay,
boy. Yeah,
I'm
man,
gonna
good one.
ask you why you don't want a hug when you can't. It's all good. It's all love. It's good competition. I just spanked your ass, and I come to get the bro hug. What? Why?
Cause
Well, because
Cause
he
you know
felt
it's a little bit more up under there. You know what I'm saying? Like I was like at the end of the day, I'm with your hat. If I don't give you the bro hug or whatever, it's because it's a little bit more personal to me than you know what I'm saying than just a game. So I don't want to hug you. Let's keep it professional and let's go ahead on about our business. I'll take the ass whipping you gave me, but I don't want to hug you after you just whipped my ass. You know what I'm saying?
That's
I
cold.
ain't necessarily mad. You feel me?
Oh,
But
you're mad. But you're mad.
no, I'm saying like I'm talking about me
Yeah.
with the situation, but don't give me like the explanation. I feel like it was kind of bullshit. If you felt disrespected because I supposedly ran around your shit and all this, come on, man, this is my
Come on.
regular routine. If you don't know that, now you know that maybe you'll view it a little differently, but I don't have the time to be personally trying to spite you. I'm trying to do what the fuck I came to do.
Look
So
what
you was already in your feelings, you know what I'm
look what he
saying?
was really in his feelings about. So Dion was doing an interview and motherfucker said, "Hey man, Alabama State they play UCLA," and he like, "Yeah, for $590,000." They played them for for the money. If let's be honest, the only reason you playing is for the money, right?
right.
So 590,000 was the ticket, the check y'all got. Okay, so you're gonna go out there for 2 days. You're bringing two buses, one for the bus. I mean, one for the players, one for the band, right? With your 2 meals a day, that's run you about 6 meals plus other stuff and everything you need. That's gonna run you 700, 900, maybe even $1 million. So you took a loss, and you took a loss. So if you
Problem.
if
Said
you if
two of
you
them
gonna sell the
things. Huh?
kids out for money, you gotta let them know what it's for, and you gotta get the right value. They People have asked uh Jackson State to play them. They didn't offer, but they didn't offer enough to where it made sense to the program and made sense to the kids because the kids gonna be at a fair disadvantage going to motherfucking Alabama, right? Playing against they're out of their league, so to speak. So
And
if they're gonna get embarrassed, if they're gonna get fucked up, possibly, injured or whatever, you ain't gonna do it for no measly change.
Damn, made it work. Wow. What you say,
right,
guys?
and Dion trying to bring and Dion trying to bring the value to the conference. Like it's hard for me to hold out for a million or what I feel is fair compensation in
And
order
y'all
to
taking
take
pictures.
this game. If you gonna take a lesser value, you devaluing yourself and the conference because we should all be hold ourselves to the same standard. We should all place the same value on ourselves. But if I'm saying we not coming unless it's a meal and a half, and you going for a half a meal, then you kind of fuck the value up for everybody.
Right. But the
I feel
value
like
really is what you're gonna take. You know what I'm saying? And Dion's not gonna accept no 590,000. But that's really what he's saying about uh you ain't swag. You know what I'm saying? Like they used to doing the just a little bullshit to
the
satisfy
love.
people, and you know what I'm saying? Like they used to taking the fucking pennies and the scraps. And we don't have to do that, brother. We got the fucking athletes. The
But
athletes are coming out of our neighborhoods going to other schools. So we got them first.
the coach said he hoped that they play J State next year for homecoming. Like he know he got
Sound
some
good.
good recruits coming through.
Look,
Be
look,
careful what
sound
you
good.
ask for.
Hey, sound good.
That's what I'm saying. Like he act like he know he got something coming through there or something. You hear me?
Sound good. But they got their ass whipped.
At the
Whoever
same
they got.
time, though, if it's about the bread, maybe he putting on trying to make sure he be locked in to get that game so he could get that bread. You hear me?
Listen, my cousin used to go to Jackson State and my little brother. And I used to go bring them and get them. And it wouldn't shit in the fucking Jackson, Mississippi. Wouldn't shit. Right now,
Ain't
Jackson is
shit in
popping.
Mississippi, period.
Well, nah, Tunica is popping. Jackson is popping right now too. But before Dion got there, man, that motherfucker was playing on dirt. There's a lot of animosity towards Deion Sanders in the SWAC and in HBCUs. Period.
And I definitely don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, he's bringing value to the conference. He's putting the conference on the map. Now they have their own network. Some of their games are being shown on ESPN. So basically,
Absolutely.
he's
That's why they mad. That's why you saying you don't know why, and then you said exactly why. Because
Right.
they
no.
can't
But
do what
listen,
he's
listen.
doing.
It ain't just Jackson State. Like Jackson State's success trickled down to other SWAC schools. So
Right.
again, you got to look at it from a from a from a group standpoint rather than just an individual standpoint. If we could
Nah,
all get on the same page, then
but this
we could
but this the
increase the
thing.
value of the conference overall.
But the group has already been on what the group been on. It's the individual that's changing it. They mad at the individual because he come out of a different space and he's trying to get things up to par to get the equal value, even as far as combines and how NFL are picking it talent. You know what I'm saying? Like he's trying to get a HBCU combine just
Well,
because
what they
people are
got,
getting overlooked.
I think what they got to realize to what you speaking about to what I feel Ren speaking to, rising tide lift all boats. You know what I'm
Come on,
saying?
man, let's get it.
Yeah, dog.
Let's get it. You know what I'm saying? There's no
Same old shit though. We always see.
right. But I don't. It just makes them look like what I'm saying, they boohoo crying because you had all of these years to do what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? You talking about how you swag, yeah, but like what you doing? You know what I'm saying? Like shit.
Dion just bringing swag to the swag.
He bringing more than he bringing business, and he understand his value, and he understands the value of the athletes. You know what I'm saying? Like why are we taking pennies? Y'all good with that. Y'all just want to, what I'm saying? Run of the mill, just want to just keep it where it's at. Nah, man. Our people deserve more than that.
I know one thing. That coach don't want to see Dion for homecoming again. You
Boy,
try
no.
to win homecoming.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, what I'm saying. It sound good, bitch. But look, you think you hot now, bitch.
Shit,
When them
nigga really
boosters
gonna
get
be
look,
true.
goody, when them boosters getting your ass after you done called Dion out and them boys done hung 70 on your fucking ass.
Yeah, because look,
This
if
ain't the
if he
look,
wasn't calling them off in this game, you
look,
know
this
he not gonna call them
right.
off
This
then,
ain't the
boy.
NFL when niggas going into kneel position.
Oh
No.
no, nigga trying to
It's
score again.
5 wide.
And shout out to Shador, cause that boy been balling, putting up Heisman type numbers.
Absolutely.
Hey
Absolutely. He's a
man,
junior. He's
I'm
a
not
junior.
sure what he is, bro. Honestly,
I think he's a sophomore, dog, if I'm not mistaken. I
I
think
believe
last year was his first year.
I believe you're right. Because what's the Huntley is a freshman. He didn't
Yeah,
play with him
so
last year.
yeah, they gonna have their hands full with Dion as long as he in that conference because I think he's only gonna continue to attract better and better players.
How long do you think he's gonna be in the conference? You think he's gonna take a SEC job?
Say, bro, I'm like on the fence with that because I would love to see Dion with the tools and resources of a major university, but I feel like the name recognition he brings to that conference adds so much value, and and as a whole, like I think even though most of the recruits gonna want to come play for Jackson State, you know what I'm saying? I think it may have a trickle down effect, and some other young people gonna see the value in the conference, and they gonna aspire to go play
Look,
basically at home, bring it
look
back
at
Fellas,
home.
look at Dion's staff.
I'm gonna say this though. I think that boy might jet when his son jet. You hear me? Go coach in the league, put a LeBron or something. You already
Yeah.
coaching your son. Your weight gonna be up in another 2 years, depending on how long he stay. He stay for 4 years. You stay for 4 years. He dip. You dip. You hear me?
Dion Jr. I think Dion Jr. is a junior. He played cornerback, and he may be in the draft this year. But I would like to see at the end of this season all the swag coaches meet with Deion Sanders, and there's some type of mentoring as far as where we can go, like what we can actually do, because
Accomplished. That's gangster.
it ain't just Jackson State. We doing this for all of us. So here's where we are. You may not like it because you probably don't understand it, but let me give it to you how it go. You know what I'm saying? And kind of mentor them to be in the right place so everybody can, reap them benefits instead of just kind of being mad at somebody else because they're doing what you thought you never could do.
Yeah, let's establish some common ground and
Right.
see if we could pull the whole conference up to another level.
Right. I'm with that.
Hey, hey man, y'all make sure y'all bang that like button. Shouts out to Diddy 808. Shouts out to that boy Carl. It's the Rounds Podcast.
Dion and change the swag.
Death as it's unfortunate that he didn't come to realize maybe some of his mistakes.
It wasn't unfortunate. Let's look at his death. He had finally made it out of the ghetto. He had just come home from beating murder cases, bro. There are murder cases on his file that he beat. He gets released because the witnesses come up dead. The witnesses came up dead. Black people. Nobody ever spoke about that. So here it is, he gets released and become this mega star rapping about his murders. What about those victims? What about their family? Watching this man who they think is a demon, the most horrible person in the world, reap the rewards for being a killer. What about those people? I'm thinking about those people. Fuck that idol. That idol is a demon, a self-proclaimed demon. Nigga, I don't ride with demons. When did black people start riding with demons, homie?
Right.
Fellas, are we creating a culture where we really just glorify the shooter and don't consider the victims? You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel that's kind of what he was speaking to. We know old Charleston White could be real colorful, but do y'all think that's actually the case?
Yeah. No. I think that's exactly the case. And shouts out to Charleston White for always keeping it real, man. Like, even though it's some shit that people don't really want to hear or pretend they don't want to fucking hear, but the truth is the truth.
That's how did it.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, all
Nah,
this gang shit, Black Disciple, and all of this other shit, just Chicago shit, which I'm not really like. I don't really. I'm from New Orleans. I'm not really into that gang shit and all of that stupid shit. I don't really know nothing about that, but I do know that everybody in Chicago is being held hostage to that shit. People that ain't got shit to do with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Black folks that's law abiding, doing what they got to do, and a lot of these motherfuckers, they are harming the community. They are killing our children. They are killing their brothers, and they are making it bad for people who just want to fucking live and pursue a happy life.
I mean, I agree with Charleston White, especially on this particular topic. Um, King Von was real big with the youth. Like a lot of the adolescents listened to his music, vibe to it, and as a result, I kind of listen to it because I like to kind of have a pulse on what the kids intaking. You know what I'm saying? And all he rapped about was killing and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And you get glorified for it. But that's the his death is the result of that lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like when you live by the gun, you die by the gun. And it amazes me how on one hand as a community, we could say, oh, we got to stop the violence. But then we could support shit that promote the violence. And then when the motherfucker who committing the violence is murdered, then it's like, oh, it's
Rest in
this
peace.
sad outpouring. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Fucking
Motherfuckers really should have celebrated his death. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfucker really should have been like, okay, that's how it was supposed to end.
the
You
people
know
the
what I'm
people
saying?
whose family he harmed, I'm sure they celebrated.
Yeah. So I mean, to me, I'm with Charleston White on that one, and I'm with him on with his, for the most part, with his take on the rap music, and definitely all the way with his take on gang culture. A lot of this shit ain't positive, and we support a lot of this negative energy, but then we act surprised or upset when it spills out into our neighborhoods. Like, we gotta demand better from the artists. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, I know it's, some people, that's what you see. So you kind of reporting on what you see, but to me it's a difference between reporting some of the bad circumstances in the hood and promoting that bitch. And they definitely promoted and egg others on to commit these violent acts. And to a certain extent, to answer Diddy, yeah, we probably should have, dog, because Slim was in the hood killing motherfuckers, killing black people. None of these niggas ain't rapping about killing other races. If they was, that shit would not be blasted on the airwaves. We the only group of people that dance to our death.
That now you talking about Soldier Slim? Should we have celebrated Slim death too? I don't see how that's the same thing.
No, it is the same thing.
It's not the same thing. I don't know. Tap fucking his rap sheet, but he didn't have no bunch of goddamn murders and the goddamn witnesses of the murders coming up and fucking missing. I know that much. So it's not the same
Nah, dog.
behavior. It's not the same behavior. We talking about rap lyrics, and I'm not talking about rapping. I mean, I get that he was a rapper and all of this stuff, and that the music is kind of the influence, but I'm not talking about his rapping. I'm talking about his behavior in the hood. I'm talking about who he was as a person. I can give a shit about him rapping. I'm saying what he
But
brought to
like,
the fucking
you
neighborhood.
don't like this is the thing, dog. We don't know how many jackets none of them had, necessarily had. I mean, how many bodies they had on their jacket, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
to a certain degree, they rapping about the same shit. I would like to think celebrate is a strong word. Now, should we understand that this is the repercussions of the lifestyle? Yes. To say that we should celebrate the shit, I think that's when you're kind of taking it a little too far, because everybody got loved ones. And like, should we really be celebrating niggas' death? Unless, like, I just don't. That's kind of, you know what I'm saying? To rationalize why you getting what you getting, yeah, that's cool. You feel me?
Man, y'all
But in
tripping.
all actuality, Slim and Vaughn, it's similar shit. You know what I'm saying?
I,
Like Diddy say, we kind of grew up looking up to the shit. We just a little older now, and we could kind of tell the shit from the sugar, but we was bobbing to the same type shit.
Yeah,
just
but he,
because, hold
he,
up, but just what I'm saying, like just because you like a song, don't mean you looking up or celebrating nothing they got fucking going on. We talking about just, what I'm saying, music. I'm talking about King Vaughn, the person, the fucking shooter, the murderer, the multi fucking murderer. That's what I'm talking about.
and we could say, and everything you just said applied to Slim too. And he celebrated in the hood, and he was a murderer, a multi-murderer, rapped about killing,
Well, I don't know that.
jacking his own people. Well,
I
I
don't.
do.
I don't
So
know that.
and I think, like did it say, like he asking the question to 40-year-old Ren. If you would have asked me when I was 15 or 16 in New Orleans, like, yeah, because I was in that mindset too. But being removed now and looking at the bigger picture and the impact that this music has, um, like if you listen to Turk, like he was listening to these dudes, like Turk said on one of his interviews, I was listening to Slim and I wanted to snort that dope and give bitches the dope dick. Like, so that was, if it just because it didn't influence you, don't mean it didn't have an influence on others.
Right.
So I mean, again, I just don't really
I don't.
understand the rationale of even supporting that type of music at this point. It's detrimental to us. It's not beneficial. It's
Yeah.
not positive, and
But
it's not
the,
neutral.
the tape was not the clip was not about that. The clip was about him getting murdered and how he was murdered, and should it be celebrated, and what happened to the people of the family that he got that he affected and got rich and celebrated for being that. That's what the clip about. We ain't talking about the music and all of that shit. That's something different. Like, we talking about this man's behavior. That's what we talking about. And people like
Well,
that.
I was responding to Diddy in the comments, but I mean, even if we could take it on, we could keep the spotlight on him and act like Slim was different from him, which to me he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? They both celebrated the same type of behavior. They both promoted the same type of behavior. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? And we just resonate with one more because we from that area.
nah,
Slim was talking
I
about
don't
killing niggas one on one
I'm
instead
not
of in a
resonating with
gang.
anything. I'm saying, I'm trying to keep it to where we talking about the same thing what the clip was.
Yeah,
We
I
talking,
think it's
we
I
talking
think
about
it's all
behavior.
in the same ballpark.
I'm
No,
Like,
not
it's really just about glorifying the shooter. Period. Like, are we creating a culture that really just glorify the shooter? Maybe create is the wrong word. Are we just continuing in the culture that glorify the shooter? You know what I'm saying? And don't really consider the victim. You know what I'm saying? And like I think might have been Diddy said in the comments, we usually only really consider the victim when the shit kind of hit close to home. Like, it's when it's one of the homies, we kind of look at it and and in full view, as opposed to when it's not nobody close to us, we kind of just bopping to the music or just whatever type shit.
and when
well, this is what I'm saying. Like, and you're absolutely right. When it hit close to home, when it's one of our loved ones, um, he down bad for that, man. He ain't had to do such and such like that. But when it's these musicians, it's like we they the shit they putting out, the person who you bragging on killing in your music, that's somebody loved one too. That's somebody family member too. You know what I'm saying? And if we wanna better ourselves as a community, we can't keep allowing this type of destructive behavior to persist. Like, we gotta demand better from these people because they do have a following and they do have youth that look up to them and try to emulate the things they putting out there.
yeah, well, I'm gonna say this: people were getting killed before rap, so it gotta mean that it's more than the fucking music. Okay, I'm
No,
talking.
it's definitely more than the music, but
What
the
I'm
music
saying,
is
okay,
celebrating it.
it's like this: Ahmaud Arbery was murdered, right, on TV. Everybody saw the shit. Okay, if it would have been by a black guy, it probably would have been on World Star, but it wouldn't have been national, and nobody wouldn't have fucking marched or did no shit like that. It wouldn't have. It's just another nigga got killed.
And that's the problem right there. You speaking to the problem.
Yeah,
When we
so I'm
kill
saying
each other, we could put it to a beat and dance to it. But when somebody else
because
treat
the
us the
value
same way we treat each other, then it's this big old outcrying of stop the violence.
because the
If
value
you want violence to stop, you want it to stop. Period. Not based on who perpetrating the violence.
right, right.
It's definitely some shit to consider, bro. Like, I guess, like I said, we're a little older, kind of looking at it, so we could definitely really see what's popping. The youngsters, not so much. They kind of just vibing to it, and or they going, the shit that seemed to be cool because it's what's popping now, and you're not even really paying attention that you really digesting all that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But we
You see,
definitely got to do something different.
there's no value in the hood. People don't look at people as being anything other than just another fucking, brown paper bag blowing in the goddamn wind. Like, they don't care nothing about you. Like, you don't mean shit. If I take you off the shelf, ain't nobody gonna care. Like,
But
it ain't gonna matter.
Check
but
out
it's
Juju comment too, bro.
what
I think
is
that was a good one. He said your subconscious believe every word and image it hears as real, and repetition is how our behavior and actions are programmed. So these things we hear and see are the utmost importance. Well
yeah.
said, bro.
Absolutely, but This is the whole thing, and I will never ever believe anything otherwise. If you ain't parenting your child, then you the fucking problem. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody, like, you see the movies, you see the music, you giving them the fucking phones, you giving them the music, you giving them the fucking poison.
But even
But
with that being
but
said, like we still have to we still supporting this shit is my point. When I say we, I mean the culture overall. Like if you listen to the music now, it's on such a low frequency, it's on such a low vibration. Even the females talking about killing motherfuckers.
you
You know what
but
I'm
you,
saying? Like,
I don't even know what you mean when you say the culture. Though, to be honest, I really don't know what you mean when you say the culture.
well, us, the people. Okay, so on one hand, we'll say how powerful rap music is, how it's used to promote all of this and that, and how we set the trends that others follow based on the music. But then when we talk about the music influencing the violence, we want to act like that's it's no such thing.
No, we're
It,
not
it
acting
can't
like.
be both ways.
But this is something that many people do not even consider, bruh. The music is the people. The people love the music. The people always gonna be part of the fucking music, no matter what's going on. So fuck all of that. The music that's being promoted is being promoted for a reason. This is not a fucking mistake. This is not a happenstance. There's certain people being promoted and distributed for a reason. The best motherfuckers ain't the ones you hear on the radio. It ain't about that. So what I'm saying is, just because it's out, don't mean you gotta let your children listen to it. Just because you know what I'm saying, Cardi B got a new whatever, and the City Girls, don't mean your daughter have to listen to that. Like you have to be present and fucking on your fucking post. Is what
But
I'm
in
saying.
some
If that's
instances, you
the
can't
problem.
prevent them from hearing it. Like if you think if you can monitor your kid's phone all you want, when they go to school, they hearing what their peers are listening to. You know what I'm saying? So as a whole, we have to demand better. Like, there's no way that we should be supporting motherfuckers talking about killing each other. If we stop supporting it as a whole, then they're gonna have to come differently. As long as there's a market for it, they're gonna cater to that market. Like right now, if you want to come up rapping and you rapping positive shit, they gonna tell you that ain't what sell. You got to kill motherfuckers in them raps.
And
So
it's
we,
multi-layered, hey, because I agree with you on the parenting, bro. I'm with you on that. Like, but we know that's only part of the problem, though it is a big part. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, but Ren, if okay, at this point, bro. Okay, it's 2022. Since 2018, they say almost 150 national recording or artists have been murdered. Why would you want to jump? Like why would you think anything other than what I'm telling you when it comes to this music?
I don't understand the question.
I'm saying after all these people getting killed, rappers, right?
I mean, honestly, I think uh, I would say the overwhelming majority of rappers who getting killed, they rap about killing and getting killed. It's art imitating life or life imitating art or something like that. I don't think it's too many rappers that are rapping non-violent shit that's dying violent deaths. For the most part, that's what their music is talking about. That's what they putting in the atmosphere. That's what they putting out there. So when them chickens come home to roost, we can't act surprised.
No, okay, okay. The catching come before the hanging, though. That means it's already settled. Good. I mean, Ren, like it ain't the good old record industry anymore. Like it ain't about music. What you hear on the radio is programmed for a certain reason, and them dudes are disposable, and they disposing of them as they fucking see fit. None of this shit means nothing or makes no sense. It's they're driving these vibes you talking about and what you hearing. So I'm saying we know this is out there. like any other demonic spirit. So we just gonna say, well, y'all gotta stop doing that. Nah, we gotta fucking stop participating in this shit and stop fucking letting our children. That's not black music. That has nothing to do with the we are the music. We don't have to listen to that dumbass shit.
And that's kind of my point. Like I feel like we shouldn't
Getting me all
support that
closing
type of
audience,
shit.
brother.
We,
Go ahead,
we
'cause I mean to cut you off. Just get me all closing. We gonna move.
no. That would be my closing. I think we just got to stop supporting the things that represent us in a negative light and demand better from the artists, because they do have an impact and influence on the kids. What No matter how much you monitor it, when your kids hanging out with their friends, when they at the dances or whatever they doing, they hearing that shit, and
Don't mean
it speaks to you on a subconscious level.
listen. You done heard shit when you was younger that you wouldn't allow to listen to at the house, but it wouldn't like it fuck with you like your partner who listened to that shit all fucking day long. You see what I'm saying? And I want to respond to Diddy. He said, Hat, you disconnected with the urban community. I absolutely 100% agree with you, my brother. I absolutely agree with you.
And on that one, baby, we moving on. Let me grab this real quick. Let's do it.
Credit is important. Why? Let's say you get a $250,000 mortgage with a 30-year fixed rate. With good credit, you'll be paying 2.75% interest, with $117,000 total interest. But with bad credit, you'll be paying about a 4.35% interest rate with a $198,000 total interest. So a person with bad credit will have to pay an $81,000 difference. And that's for the same house. Let us help you make a better decision today.
Better than last time. I need it better than last time. I need it better than last. Better than last. Better than last. Better than last. I need it better than last time. I need it better than last time. I need it better than last. Better than last. Better than last.
If you like the content, make sure you like, share, and subscribe.
My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, my ride or die, my all the way down, nigga. My nigga, my nerve, my partner, my ward, and my round. My ace and my dog, my ride or die, my all the way down, nigga.
You know, but the mentality is definitely, the mentality is mainly Tommy. Like, Tommy, his mentality is mainly my cousin. Like, just that live wire. Like, one time I'm in school, we in middle school, and I'm tapping out. I'm tapping out with one of my friends. Like, you know, we cool. Bop, bop, we tapping out. And he just walk up. Like, mind you, this is first year in school with me. So, well, no, not first year in school, first year in middle school, because we went to elementary together too. Man, he hit the dude. Wow. Dude stumbled. I'm like, yo. I'm like, shit, dog. I'm like, dog, that's my friend. We playing. We just tapping out. Oh, his only response was he was like, oh, I thought the nigga was fucking with you. That's it. He didn't apologize or nothing. Nothing. I'm like, man, this man fucked up.
My ace and my dog, my ride or die, my all the way down, nigga.
What a time. Let me get Untitled Chapter.
Shout out to the homie Rob. That episode gonna be dropping soon for y'all. You hear me?
Nah, that was a pretty good experience. I enjoyed that, Broncade, man. That boy stupid, boy.
Oh, say the rates of the interest rates are crazy right now, 6.66. Yeah, that's kind of fucked up. They're trying to price people out.
But yeah, man. Say, bruh, That's one we gonna have to do on the extra rounds, bro. Because like I said, I know Charleston White he a controversial figure, but some of the shit he say, I be feeling him on, dog.
I like Charleston White. Um, I don't know, man. People just be they won't hear what they want to hear, and if it ain't what they want to hear, then you fucked up or out of touch. Nah, man, open your fucking mind and stop being told what to fucking say and what to hear. Open use.
Mm.
That's absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous.
All right, bro. They called the Will Smith one the slap that was heard around the world. I don't know what they called an album right there, bro. But sportsmanship, you know what I'm saying? Like I said earlier. Cause y'all and had you say you was just playing some ball.
Yeah, man. I had, well, look, good. You know how I be. You know what I'm saying? I'm. You know what I'm saying? I'll give some effort. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes motherfuckers they don't like the effort. So it's like, hey, bro, we ain't trying to play all like that. All
Hey,
right.
bro. Could you play with somebody? You know what I'm saying? Get down with a teammate after they sucker punched you like that.
Wait,
Yeah.
what a sucker punch was? I ain't seen no sucker punch.
Well, I seen you sneak the nigga.
I,
We
I
call
ain't
we
seen
call
no.
it what we want.
I didn't see no sneak either. I
I'm with Head on this one. Like,
I seen a man push a man, and I seen a man stay there with his hands down. After a man had walked 15 feet over, and got in your face, you thought you was just gonna push him, and that was gonna be it.
Hey, bro, he young.
Yeah, he learned a lot.
I mean,
But my question is, could you be and/or rock with your teammate if you was Jordan Poole and you had got, in this case, not sucker punch, just punched them?
Did you tripping?
I don't think the punches would make it hard for them to play for them to play together. I think it's the video that make it hard to play together.
Man,
Cause uh, didn't they say Jordan snuck Steve Kerr in practice? You know what I'm saying? Like we hear about things like this happening all the time, but it don't necessarily get out forever for public consumption. So once it's out and that video is out there, now you look bad. You know what I'm saying? If we would have just heard Draymond and Jordan Poole had a fight in practice, I don't think nobody would have batted an eye. But when you see the video, then it get transformed to he got sucker punched, he stole on him and this and that. And I really agree with Hatch. Like when I saw it, well, when I heard it, I thought Draymond just walked up to him and stole on him. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? When I saw it,
right.
Draymond approached him. He initiated the physical contact. He pushed Draymond and
Nah,
motherfucker fired
Well,
Draymond,
that's
off on
the
him.
Draymond violated his spot. He
Draymond
violated my personal space.
initiated because he was in a man's space.
Right. That's why he pushed him
But
off. And
but
now you could
Jordan, but
call it what
but
you want,
Jordan,
but nigga punched the shit out of him.
but Jordan, when you push off, bruh, you
You
can't.
should know something. I'm with you,
Come
Hat.
on, man. He done came all in your face. You once he started walking towards you, you should have been on go time, like right
Yeah.
then and there.
Once you seen him inching with the inch walk, he started creeping. He
Yeah,
creeped. And you
man.
know he's saying some shit. We just
That
don't have no
motherfucker was
audio. You know what I'm saying?
good. I wish I had the fucking audio. But look, that motherfucker wasn't inching. It was walking away, talking. You could see his posture. He wouldn't about no as he walking to you. You can tell it. I mean, come on, man. Read the room, money. I think I wouldn't be able to fuck with him. I would be looking side eyed at everybody, to be honestly. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of the young fellas. I'm an integral part of the team. I'm not really with you like on that talking rah-rah shit, Draymond. Now I don't know what was said, but I know. I mean, I don't think Jordan Poole and it can fucking fuck with Draymond when it come to physicality or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't see him as no fighting dude, especially after
Nigga turned
Obviously.
that
he got
boy up, boy.
he got pieced the
Yeah.
fuck up. But I'm saying the fucking Golden State Warriors don't give a fuck about Jordan Poole because knowing who both of those people are, and they know them, right? We don't know them, they know them. Ain't nobody got in the middle. Ain't nobody did nothing to after this man got hit.
Well, I mean, in fairness, I don't think you could predict what's about to happen. Like they say, they go at it in practice a lot. There probably done been some pushing and shoving going on in previous practices, but ain't nobody thinking A, that you about to fire off on him like that,
Not like
and
that.
B, that the footage is about to get out. That's to me, that's the key component that escalate everything.
I
If that
think
would
Okay,
have just
dog.
happened in practice behind closed doors, they could have put it past them, possibly.
I think somebody was like, man, I got to show motherfuckers this shit.
But dog,
'Cause
y'all
it ain't
know what it
no
was.
fucking fight. They got to see this shit.
It's one of them. It's one of them because y'all done fussed before and y'all done cuss each other out before. But today I'm really not with the shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So when you keep talking that shit and I tell you, boy, X, Y, and Z, and then you still now you feel you gotta
Goody.
man up. And I
You the big dog, Goody. You ain't supposed to go at your little man like that. If you was gonna do anything, a choking was in order. You know what I'm saying? A nice little grab around his throat until everybody come grab your arms off, and then at least he know what's happening. You don't fuck over your little man like that.
I'll give you a one time and then I try to catch you. Yeah.
Boy, the catching was over with.
I think Draymond out of there. I think his days with the Warriors numbered because even though he been like an intricate part of their championship
He
success,
gotta go. He gotta go.
you old now. You know what I'm saying? This young boy balling and he the future. Like we can't have you beating up on our stars like this. You ran KD out of town with the bitch shit. Now you
Right.
done knuckled up on Poole, man. We can't have this shit.
You think he would have hit Steph or Clay like that?
Fuck no.
Now we don't
And
know
they,
now.
No,
look, they
I'm gonna
say,
say fuck no because he know that's the
oh, he
franchise.
out of there for sure then. Yeah.
Pool of
Especially
franchise
Steph.
now. Pool.
Look,
Listen, Pool is the future, bro. That's the franchise.
I don't know if this mean anything to y'all, but they say Tristan Thompson smacked the shit out that boy.
That, hey,
I was
Goody,
gonna bring that up.
you took the words from my
And he
brother.
ain't do nothing.
Not a fucking thing. So what
He
that mean?
signed with Clutch Sports the next day or some shit.
You a whole bitch ass nigga, my nigga.
People know who to play with, and people know who they could get away with certain shit on. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? He would. I no matter how heated the conversation would have got between him and the Steph, I don't think
See,
he would have swung on Steph.
listen. If it would have been Draymond and Kaminga, if it would have been somebody bigger, same size or whatever, you fucking with a point guard. Come on, man.
Yeah.
That- That's a
I mean,
simple move.
he
It,
see the writing on the wall, man. That boy,
it
they've been
wasn't a
throwing
sneak,
pool parties all last season. You know what I'm saying? You kind of being phased out as the third member of that big three.
but listen, it wasn't a sneak, but it was a sucker fucking move.
I
Yeah,
agree.
I agree. I agree. Beat the shit out of them, man. One punch. God damn.
not Jordan Poole got fucking PTSD. Nigga coming out of the game, he got his hand up to give you a high five. He ducking down and shit. He don't know if you gonna swing at him or what the fuck you gonna do.
Yeah, you know, the first day back in the gym was a little funny. Niggas looking at you extra.
Now, and they said he finished the fucking shoot around. You finishing the shoot around, right?
Um, I want my lick back. I ain't gonna lie, but
No,
but
you.
but 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 at the same time, like I said, dog, what make it bad is the video. Like that's kind of what I'm on because if the video wasn't out there,
He
it
still
ain't no
would have.
problem
If
with
the video
finishing the shoot
wasn't out,
around and this and that.
if the video wasn't out, you still got slept by your teammate.
Well,
You
you ain't really get slept. You got nigga got a good one off on you, and everybody hopped in
no
between.
no
Like
no
he played like the next day. He ain't had no visible scarring or nothing. He ain't had no black eye,
man.
no
Okay,
broke jaw or nothing.
you don't really see concussions, right? You did. This boy should have been in
That
concussion
nigga
protocol,
tripping,
man.
man.
Boy, neck whiplash. The boy went straight to his knees, man. That boy ain't take that punch good. That wasn't. He ain't roll that bitch. He didn't. You know what I'm saying? That was a
Yeah,
bad shot.
I mean, with the size differential and everything like that, and how clean you got the punch off, you really should have dropped him. You should have knocked him out. Looked like it kind of staggered him, but you ain't sleeping. That boy was out there balling the next day.
Bruh, you ain't supposed to be taking them like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's a Draymond is a big dude, Jay. I'm not talking about just like bigger than you. He's a come on, man.
But
Man,
like you, but like Good as said, well, one of y'all said Tristan Thompson slapped the shit out of him. If you
right.
would have seen the video of that, because I feel a slap is one of the most disrespectful things you could do to a man, and
Yeah,
they say he didn't do nothing about it.
but
So
if you slap me, I could come back from a slap like that. You know, he look,
yeah,
nobody
I mean,
nobody
depending on the slap, dog.
got
You know what
punched.
I'm saying? I didn't see motherfucker get slapped and get knocked out.
Yeah, but nobody supposed to get punched like Jordan Poole by their teammate. I'm sorry, I just can't get with that one. I like you,
Well,
Draymond. You cool and dude and everything, but yeah, man, that was a whole move, bro.
he up for a new contract. If I'm him, it's like, look, dog. If y'all want me to sign back, that motherfucker can't be here. This arena ain't big enough for the both of us.
Okay, now you're gonna have to fucking fight him in the game when he see you. Now you're gonna slap the fuck out you. now, now, now you gonna really beat the fuck
Bitch,
out.
you got me traded.
Yeah, right.
man, y'all crazy, dog. Hey, dog, last round, I know this
So,
bitch here probably gonna be
good, real
an
quick, good.
extra.
If you the coach, who got to go?
That's hard, dog. Cause really, we won't repeat. We know what Draymond bring. Really and truly, dog. I'm trying to tell if I can't squeeze a little bit more out this motherfucking lemon. But ultimately, do we know who got to go? Draymond. This nigga younger than you. He scored more points. We got Kaminga. We got Wiseman. We probably got some more people on the
Got
bench.
Moody.
Like we, you know what I'm saying? Like productivity, we
Right.
could replicate what you're giving. It's just the leadership and little intangibles. I'm not quite sure yet if we can replicate. Once I know for sure we got that in these other players, pew.
Yeah,
And look, I just want to say this too. He ain't part of no fucking new media. They done hijacked what new media is. The old media is not a new media, and it's just media. I'm just saying that.
You got something, cuz?
Nah, you could ring that bell, baby.
All right, bro. Last round, like I'm about to say, this bit here probably gonna be a little extra. You know what I'm saying? We probably gonna have the extra round because we over, but we definitely won't get the ball rolling. Okay, man. I see you back in the comments. Let's eat.
Don't put no fucking white lives matter on. Fuck wrong with you? Color, dye your face then, nigga. That ain't Kanye straight with me.
Right.
But he pissed me off this morning. You know what we done went through, bro. I don't want to get on here and, but you know what we done went through and what we still going through to this day. You know. Fuck, everybody know people matter, but that lives matter. Don't be no fucking pigeon stool. From which our people done suffer and still suffering to this day. Ain't nobody getting done like blacks getting done from 300-400 years to this day. And you a fucking conglomerate. Don't put no fucking white lives matter on. Fuck wrong with you? Color, dye your face then, nigga.
I love Boosie, but that's a stupid motherfucker.
Hey, dog.
Poor,
Kanye
very poor,
catching a lot of shit. Now,
very,
Boosie.
very
Boosie,
poor
Boosie.
conversation. A lot of niggas in this urban society, like Diddy talking about, got this same fucking dumbass understanding.
I was about to say that's our people, dog.
Dye your face then, nigga.
Trying to be a pigeon stool. Yeah.
I'm the nipple on the titty.
But on the real, little dog, Kanye, a lot of shit been said. I don't know if y'all checked out the whole interview he did. A lot of different sound bites. Everybody say he crazy. we could all get that till we blue in the face. But y'all thoughts on the whole White Lives Matter shit? Uh, him saying he battling with the media. They have regardless agenda, so forth. So I got a couple of his quotes I want to hit y'all with, but just give me y'all whole thoughts about the whole White Lives Matter shit.
To say, bro, when I first saw it, I was like, kind of like everybody else, like, man, this nigga tripping. Like, why would you do that or whatever? But like you said, I did hear his interview or whatever, and he made some good points, not in regards to the White Lives Matter shit, because I still don't understand what he was trying to portray with that. I mean, in the big scheme of things, yes, obviously all lives do matter. You know what I'm saying? But there's already a value placed on white lives. You don't have to tell anybody that a white life matters, because the way they are protected and catered to, society already knows and understands and respects that. So if I would have saw a white person with a White Lives Matter shirt on, I wouldn't have batted an eye. Just like, if a white person say white power or whatever, that's their thing. But to see a black man promoting that is just, all I can say is he's seeking attention. Now he's doing a good job of getting it, but, and I know the saying is no such thing as bad publicity, but it just, to me, it comes across like he's seeking white validation, and I don't understand why. You know what I'm saying? Now I will say this. I think Marv made a good point today earlier on the chat when he was, because the dude on the interview said it's kind of stating the obvious, and it is obvious that white lives matter because of the way society works. Like certain shit, like I always say, if rappers was talking about killing white folks the way they talk about killing each other, that shit wouldn't even get no airtime, because white lives do matter. You know what I'm saying? It's understood. It is obvious, but to promote it, and we know the significance of what the way the Black Lives Matter movement was perceived, is kind of like laughing in the face of that type of thing.
Well, first of all, I just want to say, these so-called black people are so fucking hypocritical when it comes to this shit. It's funny. Like, okay, so the the organization Black Lives Matter, right? Which absolutely is not promoting black lives. Y'all go through all of that shit, put it in the street, put it on the NBA, put it on every fucking corner. Black Lives Matters was everywhere, and it had nothing to do with helping and preserving black lives. So we got fooled with that. Now, Kanye come and he put White Lives Matter on a shirt, not as he's promoting it, but just we stating the obvious. Okay, it's like White Lives Matter. First of all, we get caught up in the fucking dumb shit, like as if he's now promoting white lives. That's not what that was about at all. It just shows how people get distracted by the simple things and not even listening. I mean, that's like me putting water wet on a fucking shirt, or the sky is fucking blue. I mean,
Well, what you feel his reasoning was?
I feel his reason was to simply say it's just like saying black lives don't matter. For him to say white lives matter on a shirt is just like saying black lives don't matter. He's stating the obvious from the standpoint of this is where we are and this is what we know. And somebody got to do something about that. He went right into the abortion talk. How 50% of homicide in the United States is abortions, black babies. He
Yeah,
went
here
right
we
into
go.
talking about it. He went right into Planned Parenthood. He went right into all of the chemicals and all of the obstacles that our people have to go through just to be alive.
Now, Hat, let me stop you right there because I thought that was kind of funny too. He did break out with the abortion rate in New York. He talked about the media having a quote unquote godless agenda. He said white lives matter because they do. And then he spoke about the people who stripped us of our identity and called us a color and then told us what black was in essence. You
Right.
feel me? Just some of his key talking points. And I that kind of stuck out to me. So when I hear he kind of looking for the white approval, and then I hear how he kind of bombing on the Jews with the DEFCON 3 and all of this shit, and he getting banned off Twitter and Instagram, I do definitely think he did it for attention. But is he crazy or is he calculated and crazy? You see what I'm saying?
I don't think he crazy. Like I think that's like such a dismissive term. Like if you call a person crazy,
Right.
that kind of render what they saying. You could
Yes.
just ignore it or toss it to the side. Like kind of to go with what Hat was saying, like with the Black Lives Matter shit, it's a certain connotation to that. So, but if you look at it from the standpoint of it's actually true,
Right.
we're actually seeing this every day how white lives do matter. The shirt is really stating the obvious, but
Right.
everybody just looked at it from the comparison of the Black Lives Matter. Oh, you're against that movement. You know what I'm saying? When he could have been taking a different approach, like these the lives that matter. Y'all don't
Exactly.
see what's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like so it's triggering and like had said a lot, like people just like instantly react off of emotional response. You know what I'm saying? Like no real understanding the context to it. You know what I'm saying? And it's Kanye, so we could easily dismiss anything he say. Like he said when he put on the Donald Trump had motherfuckers wanted to kill him.
Right.
I don't understand that. Like, how is your political point of view worth a black person telling you that you need to be killed for it, but then you would say Black Lives Matter. But it
And
don't
then,
matter if I don't want to vote for who you voting for.
but what about the vote or die? Right. What about the if you ain't if you don't vote for me, you ain't black and all of this shit.
Hey, but Hat, on that level, I think that's what he was talking about when they talked about
The-
Yeah.
unapproved
Yeah.
thoughts, which
Who you are
ultimately
and what you got to do and how you got to feel and think.
right, which ultimately mean they have approved thoughts. And if you're not stating the approved thoughts, then you're labeled as crazy or you're banned or blackballed and some more shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's what I was talking about earlier when Diddy said you ain't got no uh connection with the urban society. I absolutely don't because I don't think like that shit no more. At one point in time, I did, and I'm not dismissing it, but at the same time, that shit is over and done with. Once you know what I'm saying, you once the fucking lid come off is off.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
they want us to be triggered by certain shit. You know what I'm saying? They want us to uh respond emotionally to certain shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think he basically at a point obviously money wise to where he don't have to toe the company line. Like I don't have to think inside the box y'all trying to put me in. I don't gotta just tell black people to vote Democrat because that's the narrative y'all pushing. You know what I'm saying? Like I could be I could be free with my thoughts, you know what I'm saying? And in being free with my thoughts, it kind of exposed the box that everybody else in because if I don't say what everybody else is saying, then oh kill that nigga, oh he crazy, oh he this, oh he that, instead of like trying to, and I'm not saying you just gotta try to understand a motherfucker you disagree with, but to dismiss him as crazy, to dismiss him as uh green like that nigga and all this shit, like to me. But then we saying Black Lives Matter though. You see what I'm saying? Like it's kind of double talking.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
but
Black
it
Lives Matter. You don't agree? Kill that nigga.
You
yeah,
want
but it's
you
funny how nigga really try to suppress your thoughts. You know what I'm saying? Even though you got all of this bread, you see what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, motherfucker still trying to control you.
But like he said on the interview, cuz he got 18 million followers on Twitter or whatever, Instagram, whatever. So we gonna ban you from this because we
that
don't want you to influence those thoughts outside of the box. You see what I'm saying? We need your followers to think the way we want them to think, and you're
E-
going against the grain with that. So
and I
let us
heard
just get
Exactly.
you out the matrix.
I heard him say
Exactly.
a few
But
times.
why it matters so much if I'm crazy?
I heard him say a few times, and I'm gonna put my life on this interview. I may get killed by this interview, or whatever. I've been threatened by this person, or my life been threatened here. I can't go here. I can't do this. just because of how I think and things that I say. But y'all ain't mad at niggas killing niggas in the street. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for the community, but I'm bad for the community because I talk and I don't think like a nigga that they told me to think.
Right. What he say could get him killed. What
That's crazy.
Charleston White say could get him killed.
Right.
But George Zimmerman still running around.
Come
But
on.
niggas that say Black Lives Matter so much. It's confusing.
Come on.
Yeah, it seems like it's a little counterproductive to say the least.
But he far from crazy because every 10 years, the shit he said 10 years ago, when it play out, damn, that motherfucker was right. Or damn, that motherfucker's a genius. You know what I'm saying? Kanye keep winning. They going against him, but every fucking day look like his plan fucking working.
Real.
Now let me ask this. What in there y'all wear the shirt?
I'm good on
That's
it.
not my statement. That's his
I,
statement.
I wouldn't wear that shirt or the Black Lives Matter shirt, me personally.
No. Because I'm not in that space to where that type of shit matters to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, like, come on. Because what's going to be the conversation? Somebody's going to ask you something.
Like to me, it's kind of all obvious to a
Mama
certain
said he got a
degree.
shirt on the way.
I know that's right, Mom. like when we talk about it, I know had like the clearly define, I guess the corporate side and or the franchise and other shit, as opposed to just I guess the slogan itself. You know what I'm saying? I don't even really worry about the franchise enough because we know it was co-opted on some bullshit. I just kind of always look at the slogan in general, but I mean shit. Everybody life matter, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's just we
It,
under fire, so we feel we need to make the
it
statement. You know
it's
what
a
I'm saying?
shame that we live in a
Or
space
kind of corrupted.
that we are arguing about who matters, who don't matter.
Right.
Like white and black letters on white and black shirts. Like,
Mm.
come on, man. People have said worse things to you. You know what I'm saying? And you didn't give a fuck. What are you doing? Like everybody's just so goddamn uh ready to just do something out of frustration. And whenever they triggered. And they're allowing the same triggers. This is the same shit. These people got to be laughing, bro. You know what I'm saying? At some of this shit that they put out. You know, Johnny, I bet you $1 this gonna fucking you Mortimer and Randolph shit. Fucking
Trade places like a mud, huh?
yeah.
What amazes me is the hypocrisy in it. Like, and I'm a Boosie fan as far as his interviews and shit like that because he's entertaining to me. But uh, you, on one hand, you saying the Black Lives Matter shit. You feel strongly about that, but listen to your music again. What are you promoting? Diddy, another one who came at him. All
Bitch ass.
your artists was black, and you fucking robbed them of their money. You know what I'm
And
saying?
all
You
of them
robbed them of
dead.
all their shit.
All of them dead.
You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of ironic to me the people who are triggered by it and choose to speak out on it. And when you look at their track record of what they have done or promoted to black people,
Yeah, they
how
killing
you
them.
in a space to speak on it?
Right. You don't see
Well
nobody
said,
with no
bro.
sense. You don't see nobody with no sense or sense of community bashing Kanye like the rest of these knuckleheads. They want to keep niggas niggas because they can stay at the top of the niggas and that they can control niggas under them and they can get their pat on the head by they motherfucking, you know, whatever you want to call
I mean,
it. Roll the tide.
it definitely was a polarizing statement. Definitely was a triggering statement. Like I said, I'm not really a fan of. I mean, I'm not gonna say I don't use the term because I say, "Oh, nigga, you crazy" or whatever like that. But whenever somebody say something that's like that garners that much attention, that gets that type of response, to me, the crazy label just becomes real dismissive. Like, just ignore him. He's crazy. Well, if he crazy, why you banning him off of this and banning him off of that and this and that, this and that? Why everybody giving him such a passionate response to this crazy guy.
Crazy
Real.
motherfucker can't do what that man done.
I
Real.
didn't think so, dog. But then, anybody could. There's always some shit.
I don't know, man. I don't like people just falling into the same mold in the same trap. You know what I'm saying? And mad at anybody else who wants to, challenge what they've been taught, or has some revelation, or has earned some, knowledge and experience and wisdom about life, and trying to share with others. Like, you know, you looked at as if you're out of touch. There's too much of that shit. Like, niggas sometimes just want to remain niggas because it's comfortable and that's what they know.
True that. You know what I'm saying? Tradition is a mud, bruh. Tradition is a mud.
Yeah, I mean, it all goes along with what a reoccurring theme that you and I speak about a lot, cousin. It's the programming. You know what I'm saying? And when something goes against the programming, it ruffles feathers. It like some people can't even venture to think outside of the box that we've been closed into. You know what I'm saying? Like, how dare you put those letters on that T-shirt?
Yeah, you're right, bro. I definitely feel everybody is, under some sort of programming, just depending on what channel you're on. You know what I'm saying? So, and you could definitely tell what channel motherfuckers be on. You feel me? So, it is what it is, bro.
But if y'all, I don't know if any of y'all saw his documentary, like the way he was treated coming in the game, like he always been the outcast. You know what I'm
Genius.
saying? There was like, oh, this guy want to rap positive shit. How dare he? This you can't make a song about God, Jesus walks. How dare he? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then
Right.
the same shit y'all telling me I can't come in doing. I come in and do it and have more success than what y'all the path y'all trying to direct me on. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And y'all the motherfuckers I'm supposed to take advice from. I
Right.
think he's earned the right to march to the beat of his own drum. Now, I'm not saying everybody got to dance to the music all the time, but I think he's at least earned that right.
I
Nah,
agree.
real shit.
I agree. Because looking at the documentary and then looking back, because we lived through the shit, right? We saw shit when it came out and how things went, and to see the backstories and and how he
Mm-hmm.
put in the work by him fucking self. You know what I'm saying? And dealing with shit going, like, you gotta admire that man, bro. That man, like, he was told no a million fucking times, and he keep betting on himself because whatever spirit leading him is is leading him to better fucking things, bro. And he's supposed to trust that.
Big Cleve said, "Why do the white man love him so?" Explain. I would ask, do the white man love him?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't think the white
Yeah,
man
I
loves
can't really
him.
speculate on that one. I mean,
Because
we
I
could come up with
see
some
for
shit, but
the last 10 years.
because he in business with a lot of white corporations, and eventually he wind up going against them. Like he wind up saying, "No, you're not gonna control my artistic expression. No, you're not gonna steal my designs. No, you know what I'm saying? Like he always wind up bucking against them. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So I don't know if they necessarily love him.
No, they don't love him. They don't love him because they can't use him. That's the problem. If he would have been, one of these just label guys, and where they use you up for your beats and your fucking rhymes, and then your style and drain you dry, yeah, then they'll love him. Or if he was out promoting stupid shit and getting niggas in a lot of bad deals like Jay-Z doing, right? Then they'll love him. But he's a nuisance because he's telling niggas not to be niggas. And they don't want that. They
And
want
and
niggas to be niggas, do nigga shit, say nigga shit,
I'm
and
gonna be a
go
nigga for
stay where
life.
niggas go.
Euro T 504, put that one up, cuz he said no one man could have all these powers. He was explaining a lot in that song. His integrity is there for the most part, and that connects with what we call Jesus. Also, he had the song New Slaves. Like, I feel like through his music, he be expressing a lot of shit. Like, and he not on the murder a nigga, kill a nigga, rob a nigga vibe. You know what I'm saying?
So
He
why is that
on
so dangerous though? Why is that so dangerous?
because you're
Like
not
go
in
against
you're
it
not
goes against
towing
the
the company
program.
line because
Absolutely.
you're not going and you're not falling in line with the regular nigga program.
Right. So that shows Cleve right there. White people don't love Kanye West.
Pretty good show, fellas. You hear me? Pretty good show, bro. Uh, for y'all who out there listening, make sure y'all bang the like button. You hear me? Be on the look for the Rob Kaiser interview. It's a pretty good one. Shouts out to Marvel. Shouts out to Damien. Shouts out to T. Caveman Cleve. We still scrolling. Diddy Bop. Yeah, Diddy was in there strong earlier. You hear me? That
Man,
boy Easy.
Miss Felton, our she a regular. Damia.
shout out
That's
to
right.
Taysom Hill. He took us to the promised land yesterday. I appreciate that. He was on my fantasy team and I ain't play him like an asshole. I missed 30 points.
My dog Juju.
I know that's right, bro. Shit, man.
Curl. You know that's
Yeah.
how we say it in New Orleans. Curl, baby.
Oh, Carol. Yeah, man. Yeah. Wow. Let's go, fellas. Y'all Gucci?
We
Yeah,
appreciate the support. Y'all keep tuning in. Like I said, we got special guests coming up on the horizon. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all bang that like button. Keep messing with your rounds. You hear me?
all right. Look, this gumbo weather, man. Y'all, get y'all pots ready. If y'all
Hey,
got a recipe, you know what I'm saying, y'all put that on the what you call them so we can check it out.
just made a pot, dog. That's what I'm eating on now. You hear me?
I hear you. I ain't mad at you, my boy. Yeah,
Man, send some of that this way. You hear me?
Need some recipes, bro.
Oh, y'all hit that boy off with some recipes in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the love and the
Not you,
participation.
Cleve. Not you. No clams.
Yeah, no goulash. You hear me?
That muscle bowl.
No mustard.
For hatchback of the ENT, Ren, aka Wooded, myself, Benjamin Nash, shouts out to the boy Caveman. Surrounds Podcast. If you like the content, make sure you like, share, and subscribe.